Hello, happy Friday, everybody. Sammy Kincaid with Deputy Chief Tyler Chandler, Rich Frankich, and also Taylor Givens. How are y'all doing on this Friday?
Awesome.
Pretty good.
Doing good.
Pretty good. Even the rain's not ruining anyone's day.
I'm not going to talk about it.
We'll talk about the rain a little bit later whenever Rich gives us the weather update.
There we go.
But Rich, you wanna dive into some weekly numbers?
Absolutely. Covering April 25th through May 1st this week. Getting right into those numbers. 952 police calls, 80 fire calls, 16 crime reports, 98 arrest charges, 495 traffic stops, 206 citations, 45 non-injury crashes, and 10 injury crashes. Those crash numbers are still pretty high this week.
They are. You can tell it's definitely warm season for us when all the things go up. And our officers are out there doing whatever they can to keep that down. As you see with the traffic stops, focusing on unsafe driving behavior. A lot of those cell phone violations we continue to see, along with speeding in neighborhoods and stop sign violations. So please just be careful when you're out and about. Definitely, as there's more kiddos playing in neighborhoods, running around on their bikes, whatever it may be careful and be mindful of that. And just watch your speed and put the phone down, eliminate those distractions, and we'll all be much safer.
And getting into the crime reports, we had 5 frauds, 4 property damage, 3 family disturbances, 2 stolen vehicles. One of them was from one of our local gyms. The keys were taken out of a locker at the gym. Forgery and a theft. It was a wallet that was left in a public restroom.
Yeah, be careful on when you go to these gyms. This was taken from Planet Fitness, this car, and the gym goer, had a locker, wasn't locked, but their keys were left in the locker. And so all that takes is this suspect will go in and go through the unlocked lockers, just like if someone was going through an unlocked car. If they find it unlocked, they're going to look and find something of value. And they saw the car keys. So they took those car keys and went outside and took the car. Very easy to identify the car, because if you have the car keys, you can make the honk. You can make the doors unlock, the lights flash. They know exactly what car, and before you know it, your car is gone. When that could be prevented just by simply locking your stuff up. You can't trust people these days, no matter where you live. There's always someone out there wanting to take advantage of something or someone. Just got to be careful and lock it up if you can.
And on the arrest charges this week, some real good proactive numbers here this week. We had 30 driving unsuspended and revokes, 19 drug-related, 15 arrest warrants, 13 traffic-related, 4 criminal conspiracy charges, 3 DUIs. You can kind of see the rest there. No move-over laws this week, which was kind of nice to see for a change. 1 interference with an emergency call, a joyriding, and an aggravated robbery. Some other highlights there on the list.
Yeah, that aggravated robbery was 2 suspects down at BJ's Wholesale. They lived at an apartment nearby. They walked over and put their shirts over their head, pulled out a cell phone, and pointed it at an individual and attempted to rob this person. That person realized that it's a cell phone. They called the police. We got there. Our officers quickly apprehended those 2 suspects who were found walking back to their apartment across the street. And they received charges related to that attempted robbery. Kind of a weird circumstance. I'm glad no one got hurt in that, but we found them and they got the same charges that they would get if they had any other type of weapon by using or kind of faking that they had a weapon. Still got them the aggravated robbery charge, which is a good thing. And we're glad that we apprehended them, and we're glad that they are in jail. Those individuals just moved the community to that apartment complex from Kentucky, and they have previous related charges of this type of crime from Kentucky. And they told us they moved here to get away from trouble. I think the only thing causing them trouble is themselves. So hopefully they learned their lesson out of this and they will quit doing that. But if they continue their criminal activity in our community, we will be there. Our officers will be there. We're going to do whatever we can to prevent that happening again.
And then on the neighborhood and school zone traffic enforcement, covered all the school zones. and Curd Road, Jackson Hills, Park Glen, Kilkenny Way, and Tuscan Gardens neighborhood. 74 stops, 33 citations, and 2 arrests. Some good work there by the team this week.
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, our Guardian Shield program, 178 stolen car recoveries, 72 stolen plate recoveries, 122 wanted persons recovered since we've had the program.
Continues to do very well, and we access it for many things to keep our community safe. So grateful for Guardian Shield and the community support for that. It does great work.
And that's what I got for you on stats.
Awesome.
Awesome. And Taylor, I think you're going to talk about some cell phone safety, correct?
That's right. So since I am over in investigations, I like to try to talk about things that I think are applicable and things that we've seen that are going on. And we've seen a lot of cell phone issues lately, whether it be stolen cell phones or explicit photos being sent, things like that. So I just kind of wanted to put some safety tips out there. These apply to adults as well as things you can do for your children. I'm just kind of hit the high points. There's so many things that I could talk about when it comes to cell phone safety, but these are the most important things and things that we really see often over in investigations. So number one is just being careful with what you share on the internet. Never share your phone number, your address, or any personal information. Think about when you post pictures on Facebook, what's in the background. If you can see, your home address on the brick or on the siding, make sure you're really doing your best to kind of hide the identity of where you live. You like to, fish and look online to see if they can get as much information as possible. So always be careful with what you post and share on the internet when it comes to your personal information. We've had several, cell phones that have been lost or stolen. So always erase all the data on your phone if it is stolen. And then keep just programs like Find My iPhone, Apple iCloud, keep those readily available. Those programs are free as long as you sign up for them. So that really helps when you call law enforcement and you're able to give us that information. We can, kind of track where that phone is to help you recover it. Keep a passcode on your phone when you go out in public to ensure that if your phone is stolen, nobody can get your personal information. With that, always tell someone that you trust that passcode so that, someone else has that as well. This is a big one that I always like to share is that use a monitoring app on your child's phone and check their phone regularly. There's a really good app called Bark. I think it's like $90 a year, but it monitors everything on your child's phone. You can turn on, safety locks. You can shut their phone off at certain times. It has keywords that it looks for to make sure that your child is safe when they're using their device, whether it be on text messages or on the internet. And then never answer anonymous calls or texts. If someone asks for personal information, just hang up on that person immediately. No one should be calling you asking for that information. That's just a random person that you're not familiar with. And then the last thing, and one of the most important, is never capture or send a photo you wouldn't feel comfortable sending your parents. We all know what that means. Just want to really put that out there that once something's on the internet or it's sent, it's forever and you're not sure who that's going to. So just some high points. There are so many other things that I could go into and that I'll share throughout the duration of these lives, but just kind of wanted to address what's applicable and going on right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, all good stuff, Taylor. Really appreciate the information and the value you bring to these updates for our community. But just like leaving your locker unlocked at Planet Fitness or your car unlocked, there's always someone out there wanting to take from us. And that's the same with our phones.
Mm-hmm.
And we got sure they are locked down and secure and that we could quickly, erase them if they go missing, which I like that point number 2. You put, knowing your login information.
Mm-hmm.
Find My iPhone and the Apple iCloud so you can get it locked down for sure. Great stuff.
Fantastic info, Taylor. Deputy Chief, you got anything?
Well, we asked some folks what they have planned this weekend in the chat. So I think Chris Long here, he's going to the Preds game tonight and just thanks all of us for what we do for the city. And I think there's some people on the screen going to the Preds tonight. Yeah. Sammy Kincaid, Miss Social herself. I guess there's some good games going on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Playoffs.
The playoffs
Yes,
are underway. Okay. I don't keep track of the sports. I don't mind watching, and I enjoy my time if I go, but it's just something extra I got to keep track of that I don't. And Lieutenant Cothran chimed in about the cell phone tips, and they're all very crucial points. We have so much on our phones. Be mindful and stay virtually safe. Great points, Taylor. But Rich,
Did you
is
see
this
what
weekend going to be dry?
No.
No. Okay.
We're going to get wet this
Today
weekend.
going to be dry?
No.
No. Okay. What about Monday?
Probably not.
Probably not. No. Well, do you have the weather?
I do.
Let's see what it looks like.
So there's our forecast for the next 7. Of course, today we've been having the rain and storms already periodically throughout the day. Going through this weekend, unfortunately, I can't be all excited about a pretty weekend like the last couple we did. You see through the weekend, we're looking 70% rain and storms tomorrow, 50% overnight tomorrow night. So it's going to be a wet weekend, y'all. You know, we've been needing some rain for our plants and our lawns. We're going to get it this weekend. Sunday, we're looking, 40 to 70% throughout the day on Sunday, 60% overnight, and of course, raining on Monday again. I was reading on the NWS chat, the Weather Service chat, right before we went live, just to make sure I was up to date on stuff. And they're saying through next Friday, we're going to be on and off with some rain and storms throughout the week. As of this point, we're not calling for anything severe, which is a good thing. But of course, if that changes, we'll try to keep you updated as best we can. But do what you can to stay posted to any of those changes, whether it's through us, through our text alert service, through the National Weather Service, get a NOAA weather radio, whatever you need to do to stay in the know when stuff changes like that with the weather. It's really important. And just a quick shot of the local radar right here. And you can see there's Wilson County right there. So right now we're definitely in the green. So it's going to be sporadic throughout the night. So as of right now, like I said, nothing severe, but it's going to be on and off throughout the night tonight and throughout the day tomorrow and over Sunday. So we're going to be getting wet on and off throughout the weekend. I wouldn't cancel any plans if you had any plans for the weekend. Just make sure you have an umbrella or a raincoat and be prepared when you need it, and still enjoy your weekend.
Good deal. Thank you for that, Rich. We also have an event coming up this weekend, Sunday, May 5th, which is the Ride Mount Juliet through our Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee. So you'll notice some riders around Charlie Daniels Park, the Cedar Creek Greenway out to Golden Bear and through Woodridge area. We'll be, of course, out there with our bicycle officers and helping escort. The fire truck's going to lead it once it hits the roadway on Golden Bear through Woodridge. So if you are 12 and under, you can register to get a free bicycle. So that excludes all of us on screen. So Sammy, no bicycle for you, or Taylor, or Rich, or me. But for the kiddos, you can definitely register for a bicycle. It's a great bike that they give away through the Velatiers Bicycle Club and Biker's Choice. We'll also have a bike rodeo going on to help teach the children bicycle safety. But it starts and finishes at Charlie Daniels Park this Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll be out there. I won't be on a bike. I'll probably be on one of our gators. Rich, I think you'll be out there helping escort in the community service truck. But we'll have a good time and enjoy ourselves. Hopefully, we will not get wet out that way. Some other events we have coming up that we're involved with the police department is May the 6th is some more walk to school. So LZ Patton walk to school at 6:15 and Mount Juliet Middle School walk to school at 7:30. And then on May 8th, there's a special event for the Del Webb residents that will be at coffee down there for those residents. And then it's also a Police Memorial Week where we basically honor our fallen officers before the National Police Memorial Week towards the end of next week. We're doing that. And then on May the 10th in the morning is the Rutland Elementary walk to school. And then our local police memorial service at Judge Tatum's courtroom, which is at the Lebanon Criminal Justice Center at 11 a.m. So busy week next week for us, won't it be? But I don't have anything else on my end? We want to see if there's any questions from the community.
Yeah.
Does that work? All right. We need to get the Community Strong song going. Hang on. Some retired Chief James Hamburg. But folks, if you have a question, type those in the comments. We'll be glad to get to it as best as we can. But if not, we will sit here and enjoy some Community Strong by Chief James Hamburg.
Shout out to Taylor's mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hi, Mom.
Cheryl, I saw her on the phone with you, and she told you not to comment.
She didn't listen to me.
And you did. Which, if my mother knew Facebook as well as all of us did, she would educate her on Facebook. It's all fun. We wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for
Nope, she's my number one fan.
moms, dads, and mentors in our community. So Elizabeth is celebrating her birthday this weekend, so birthday to her. Kirby, there we go. It'll be a fun time. Lisa just chiming in with, have a great weekend, everyone. And then Catherine talking about Cheryl's the best. All right.
Oh, before I forget, I do have 2 quick birthday shout outs, seeing that reminded me.
Yeah.
My work partner in my community service team, Wink, today is his birthday.
Happy
Chase.
birthday,
So happy
Wink.
birthday to Wink if you're watching. And a very good friend of mine, her daughter, who's also a friend, Tiffany, her birthday is today. So happy birthday to Tiffany. You know who you are if you're watching. Tiffany and her mom's Patty. So happy birthday, Tiffany, just in case you're out there watching.
Pretty cool. Well, I don't see much. Who wants to close it out?
Rich
Sarah.
does.
Rich's turn.
Y'all been waiting for that one, hadn't you?
Yep.
Guys, thanks for watching. As always, we really appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Remember to stay dry. Take care of each other. Have a good weekend. Have some fun. We'll catch you next time.
Y'all be safe.